What's up, Geek Girl World? This is Ari. Welcome to the Geek Girl Daily. So, two of my fandoms completely blew up last night. And you can see, like, I got, like, this whole Negan thing going on here. A little Batman pun there for you. But, yeah, so Walking Dead last night, I watched it. I didn't record my reaction because I still haven't figured out how I'm going to do TV reactions if I do them. But, yeah, oh my god. Spoilers! If you have not seen The Walking Dead yet, if you have not seen the series premiere for episode 7, spoilers. Turn the video off right now because I'm about to, like, spoil it for you, okay? So, I was not surprised when Abraham got the bat. I felt like the last couple of episodes of season 6, he was prepared to die. And that was evident in this episode, in the season premiere. You see him, he's standing up, standing tall, looking like Negan right in the eye. He gave the peace sign to Sasha, which I'm like, yes! So, and then he said something like, after he got hit, like the one time he said something like, suck my nuts or something like that. So, Abraham was ready to go out like a boss. That did not surprise me at all. The Glenn thing surprised the crap out of me. And I knew that Glenn was the one that got it in the manga. I know, or the comic. I'm on manga, so that'll give you a hint about what the other fandom is that I'm about to talk about a little later. But yeah, I knew Glenn got it in the comic. I wasn't expecting Glenn to get it in the show because when has the show ever been true to the comic? When has a death been true like it is in the comic? I can't even think of it. Lori's death wasn't. Shane's death wasn't. Dale's death wasn't. Sophia's death wasn't. Andrea's death wasn't. Carol's still kicking. I mean, I just don't understand what the whole thing is. Yeah, it was supposed to be this way because it was in the comic. No, I don't buy that. But I think that the show was going for the shock factor. They really wanted to pull at our heartstrings. And even though they pulled at my heartstrings with Abraham, and I definitely mourn the loss of Abraham and the loss of what could have been with him and Sasha, because we just got to the beginning of that. Glenn, when that happened, I literally was like in shock, and I was like, my stomach was in knots because that was so horrific. Like, Abraham's death scene was not it was graphic. It was definitely graphic, but it wasn't as horrific as Glenn. I mean, Glenn's was gut-wrenching. Just I felt like I was going to vomit how horrific it was. And it gave me such mixed feelings because I love Jeffrey Dean Morgan, but I don't even know if I can look at him the same way. Oh my god. And I guess that is a credit to him as an actor because he is definitely embodying Negan. I mean, I am literally scared crapless. I'm literally scared crapless watching him on screen. He is frightening. So, to all of those people who are like really just downing people for quitting the show because Glenn died and saying they're not true fans, I just come off of it. That's a little crap. If people want to quit the show because Glenn got killed off the show, that's their right. That's their prerogative. That does not discount the fact that they have been here for 6 years and they have been a fan of the show. This is not sports, okay? It's not sports. So don't discount the 6 years that they have been devoted to The Walking Dead. If they don't like the direction the show is going, that is fine. They are absolutely, they can quit if they want to. They are absolutely right for that. If I didn't like the direction the show was going to take, then I would quit too. And, you know, you don't have to, just because you're a fan of something, doesn't mean you have to sit there and be spoon-fed crap all the time. You don't have to stand for that. So if they want to quit the show, that's fine. But that's fine. I totally support them for that. You know, it was so horrific. I'm not going to call anybody not a true fan for quitting the show, because I don't believe in that crap. I'm not going to discount the 6 years that you were here. The 6 years that you were a part of this fandom, and you were there, and you were a part of a Walking Dead fandom. No. My hat's off to you, Pete. I really feel for all the Glenn fans. Oh my gosh, I really feel for all the Glenn and Maggie fans, because that was horrific. And I'm a Glenn fan as well. But I'm a Daryl fan too. And I do not agree with the whole thing about blame Daryl. Literally, Daryl is not to blame. I know people are like, well, Daryl kept his mouth shut. Daryl didn't do anything. Glenn would still be there. I know Jeffrey Dean Morgan had said it, so everybody on Fandom is hopping on that, hopping on the Daryl hate train, which no, I don't blame Daryl. I don't blame Daryl. It is, you have to lay the blame solely where it is, solely where it was responsible. If you're gonna blame Daryl, why not blame Maggie for getting sick? Why not blame Rick? Okay? Why not blame anybody for them being out there? Okay? Blaming Daryl is a cop-out to who is really to blame, which is Negan. And I hope and pray that when his time comes, when Rick actually, it's gonna be good. Now, in the comics, Negan is kept alive, so I don't know how they're gonna, oh, that was a spoiler. I don't mean to spoil you guys. Okay, but I don't know how they're gonna handle it in the series. It's kind of like, I don't know, the series takes on a life of its own, so I don't know how they're gonna handle it in the series, but I don't know if we can actually come back from what Negan did. I don't know if that's possible. I think Negan needs to die. Because, I mean, maybe we could have came back from it with just Abraham, but oh my god, that Glenn scene, I'm still getting flashbacks from it. It was so horrific. It was just so, wow. I mean, I can't. I'm getting a little bit choked up just thinking about it. And I'm not even that big of a Glenn fan, you know. I was more of an Abraham fan. But I was prepared for Abraham because of the last couple of episodes of season 6, I was prepared for Abraham. Just like Abraham was prepared, I was prepared. I was not prepared for Glenn. Not by a long shot. Oh my god. And just how graphic and, oh, I can't. Okay, let me calm down. And those are my thoughts about The Walking Dead. Even though I love Jeffrey Dean Morgan, I love him in everything he does. He is just stellar. Whew, I don't know. I really hate Negan. Oh, and it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for me to look at him the same way after this. But whew, yeah, that's when you have a really good actor in the role. When you know you really have a good actor in the role, and he's definitely it. So anyway, let me get on to my next rant. And I'm pretty sure you guys know this. If you follow me, you know what I'm about to talk about. I'm about to talk about the Bleach cover for volume 74. Okay? Now, first of all, let me just say that I won't be buying volume 74 Because the cover, even though it's Ichiruki, the cover doesn't change what the contents are. I don't think that this cover means that the contents or the end is going to change in this volume. I do not believe that at all. I don't believe that at all. It's still going to be shit. It's still going to be shitty arc and shitty ending. It's still going to be that. What this cover symbolizes for me, though, is it symbolizes that the manga itself, all of it, everything, the last 15 years have always been Ichiruki. It has always been Ichiruki relationship. It's always been that. The Ichiruki relationship. Now, I know some people are like, but Ichihime is canon. Ichihime has got babies. I don't care. Why do you think that telling me that is going to make me care about Ichihime? It's not. It's not. It is absolutely not going to make me care about your ship or acknowledge your ship. It's not going to do anything. I'm going to ship Ichiruki until the day I die. This cover, to me, it's a cover that's on an arc where Ichigo and Rukia are barely in it together. Barely in it together. And it's got chapters, it's going to have chapter 686 in it, which is the supposed canon chapter, which I think this cover is actually symbolic of the fact that 686 is a joke. 686 is a gag. It's not how Kubo intentionally wanted to end this series. It's not how he intended to end it at all. This is not like Naruto. And I wish people would stop with that comparison. It is not like Naruto. Naruto ended. Naruto had an ending. Kishimoto was given time to end Naruto. He ended it. He drew the families together at the end. He drew the Sasu-Saku family. He drew the Naruhina family. He said these are going to be the ships. He talked about it. He consulted on the last movie. So, I mean, for anyone to say that this is like Naruto's ending, it's not. It's not. Because for the simple fact that it could have gone either way. It really could have. It really could have gone either way. I ship Naruhina. I'm a Naruhina shipper, so I'm happy that it ended with Naruhina. But Naruhina isn't my OTP. I mean, I'm a Sasu fan. Or Sasu Naru, whichever one you want to say, whoever you want to be on top. My OTP for Naruto is Naru Sasu or Sasu Naru. And that's the one, I think that's the strongest relationship in that entire manga is Naru Sasu. There is no other stronger relationship than that. And, you know, I would have loved for it to end in Naru Sasu, but we knew this is shown in manga. It's not going to happen. So he chose these ships. Those are the ones he chose to end it. He could have chose to end it without ships. That would have been fine too. But he chose to end it with these ships. And I, you know, after Naru Sasu, I ship Naruhina. That's that. But there's artwork. He drew artwork of the family. And you would think that if Kubo really supported Ichihime, this last cover of this last volume, wouldn't it have been Ichigo happy with his new family? You know? Wouldn't it have been Ichigo on the cover with his wife and child? Happy? Living the rest of his life? Now he has fulfilled his destiny? So you would think that if you support the ending of 686 and you believe that that is true and right and is congruent with the rest of the manga, that the cover of the last volume that includes that chapter would be Ichigo standing there with his wife and child, happy with his destiny fulfilled. You would think that. Instead, it's Ichigo with Rukia, and they're standing there strong as the king and queen, the sand and rotator, the death and the strawberry. And he's in his Shinigami robes, and Rukia is in a dress, and it is like, and they're badass, and they're like totally looking at each other, like casting eyes at each other, like, it is amazing, that cover. And this is why I'm going to tell you why I think Ichiruki should celebrate and consider this canon, because this proves that this was not what Kubo intended. The ending 686 was not what Kubo intended at all. It was rushed. He just threw something out there. It was a gag. We all know he likes to troll. Because if you look at the progression of the covers coming up to this, we had Ishida, and then we had Renji. I'm pretty sure he was going to give the Nakama standalone covers again. He probably would have did Chad and then Orihime, and then ended it with Ichiruki. So he probably had at least 2 more arcs, probably about 2 to 3, maybe 4 years left to write. But Bleach got canceled. Unlike Naruto, Bleach got canceled. It got canceled. So he didn't get the chance to finish what he intended. He didn't get the chance to properly finish it. So he just put a point on it and said, I'm done. I think that this cover is totally representative of what Kubo really wanted to do, what he really intended to do in the manga. Had he not been canceled, I think we would have seen an Ichiruki reunion. It was already, when you go back to what Urahara said with the final battle being decided by Ichigo and Rukia together, that's what that would have been the true ending. And I think this cover is an indication, that is what he was going for, and he just was cut off too early. Am I still mad? I haven't been mad for a while, and I'll say that like I was mad when 686 first came out, but then I haven't been mad for a while. I haven't been mad for a long while, because Ichiruki is still celebrating. We've been celebrating every day, all day. We don't need our ship to be canon in a few rushed chapters. We've gotten goodies from Kubo all for 15 years. So we continue to celebrate that, and we continue to celebrate the Ichiruki relationship that we have gotten for the past 15 years. Do I acknowledge 686? No, I don't. And again, this proves to me, this cover proves that it was pretty much a gag. It's pretty much a gag. It's part of Kubo's trolling. Kubo likes to troll. Kubo is a troll. Kubo likes to stir the pot. He likes to watch fandom burn. He really does. And he said as much. He has said as much before. So, I haven't been mad in a while. And I guess I claim being salty because I think it's funny. I think it's funny that people throw that and say, oh, Ichiruki people are so salty. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll live in the salt mines. I'll stay in the salt mines. I don't care. I'll ship Ichiruki forever. Ever. So yeah. Do I think that the Ichiruki people who are mad are unfounded? No. I think the Ichiruki people who are mad have every right to be mad. I think you have every right to be mad and feel like this is ship baiting. You have every right to be mad and feel like this is like, a cash grab. You have every right to be mad. But, it doesn't mean that this cover does not mean that Kubo is forgiven for any of the trolling he's been doing. No. And I don't think at all that the rumor about the new pages that are coming out or the extra pages that are going to be in this is going to change anything. I do think the volume poem will be Ichiruki, but I don't think the new pages are going to change anything in it. So you guys who are mad, you Ichiruki people who are mad, you have every right to be mad. You have every right. Because this hint of new pages and Ichiruki on the cover is kind of like, oh yeah, we'll get them. They'll buy it because they'll want to see what the new pages are. You have every right. But I think that you should just celebrate it. And just celebrate the fact that we have Ichiruki on the final cover. And don't worry about WSJ and Kubo. Just don't even mind them. The Ichihime people, nobody thought you were going to be mad about this. We do not care. We actually did not think about you. Okay, at all. You don't, what your reaction is never crossed our minds until you came into our tag to tell us that you ain't mad, okay? But we wasn't asking. We didn't care. It's so funny to me because it's like literally there were so many Ichihime people tagging their hate Ichiruki on Tumblr and then saying that we were cross-tagging, that Ichiruki was cross-tagging with their hate too. And I actually looked, and there were no Ichiruki people cross-tagging their hate. I saw a ton of Ichihime people cross-tagging their hate. And all I have to say is this. If you are using Tumblr and you are not putting the hashtag in front of your search term, then it's your own damn fault. Hashtag. Put the hashtag in front of your search term and you will not see what you don't want to see. It's that simple. I don't ever see any Ichihime stuff on my dash unless an Ichihime person tags it Ichiruki and they reblog something I posted. I don't ever see it because I don't go in their tag and I don't just search Ichiruki. I put the hashtag in front of Ichiruki. So I am searching for the term, not the whole entire body of text, which is literally what the hashtag is for. So, for those of you who do not know how to use Tumblr, let me repeat this. Put the hashtag in front of your search term. This is what the hashtag is for. It is for searching tags. If you don't put the hashtag in front of your search term, Tumblr searches the entire body of the text. Not just the tags. The entire post. Okay? It's simple. Don't cross tag your hate. I don't ever tag anything Ichihime. So if you're an Ichihime person and you're seeing my posts, you're not putting the hashtag in front of Ichihime. Pure and simple. So use the hashtag. Use Tumblr wisely. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say right now. Just Bleach fandom. It's gonna be another crazy couple months because I don't see this stuff dying down. Like, we just got the ending chapter in August, and yeah, and it wasn't really died down. It had died down to a low lull, and now it's just ratcheted back up. And a lot of it has to do with the cross tagging. I mean, seriously, don't cross tag us. We do not care. We can say Ichiruki is canon. We don't care about your canon. We don't care about chapter 686. It literally does not matter to us. Ichiruki has been canon for 15 years. This cover, Ichiruki has been canon for 15 years. You know, I really hope for the sake of Ichihime people that the extra pages includes some Ichihime drawn Kubo art. I really do. I really hope that Kubo throws you guys a bone and draws the family, the Ichihime family. I really hope he does. Because for 15 years you've had nothing. Absolutely nothing. He has drawn nothing for your ship. But he continues to draw Ichiruki stuff. So, I mean, I would, hey, what can I say? Like I said, Ichiruki celebrate every day. We have 15 years of stuff that, we celebrate. We celebrate every day. I cannot wait to see the chibi versions of this cover. I love you, fan artists. I love my Ichiruki family. I love you guys. You guys are some of the most creative people ever. You guys have like the best fan art ever. The best fanfics ever. I love reblogging all the fan art. I love reblogging all the fanfics. Please, somebody, please draw a chibi version of this cover. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see the chibi version. I cannot wait to see all the different versions of this cover. I've seen like all the different scans and the clean versions. I will enjoy all of that. So yeah, I can't wait. So let me know what you guys are doing, and link me to your Ichiruki fan art, because I love it. I love all of it. Anyway, thank you for watching. Remember, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, visit our website geekgirlworld.com, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more Geek Girl Dailies. Bye!